Hey guys, I'm talking about Scoop on Hadoop. So I have used Rigma to install my Hadoop. So I've used his ways of installation. So I'm more or less following his style. In his style, he has made a Hadoop user and he has made a general user, and he has changed the environment variable for Hadoop user, and he made Hadoop user the owner of this group, this folder, and he added the environment variable. So to what I did was, beside the Hadoop user which I have, so let me show you the Hadoop user. Beside the Hadoop user I also have my main user. So I have two users, but I gave right to my main user as well to make my life easy for now. Uh, I'll show you my environment variable for my main user. So the environment variable for my main users looks something like this, where I've added all what is given on Rigma. So I added all the Hadoop. I also added some of the Java libraries, not for this one, but that is for general. If you were to mimic me word by word, then I added the scoop, and I added both scoop. I think the last one is the one that's effective. And I added the same stuff. So this is my environment variable. The other thing that I did was that I changed the owner of Hadoop folder to Hadoop user for the main user, and for the main user I ran these commands so that the main user can do SSH host. So my main user can talk to localhost. If that would have not if this would have given me some error, then I would have known that it's wrong. So these are the things that I give to main user. So my main user also has the same rights as my Hadoop user. Now coming to what I did with Scoop. So I have followed this tutorial. I've changed it a little bit. I'm not using their Hadoop because their Hadoop is too old. I'm not using their Java because their Java is too old as well. So I'm using my Hadoop, but beyond the point, I have downloaded Scoop, and I'll show you which Scoop did I download. So I've downloaded the Scoop, the latest version, and I've downloaded the JDBC driver, the latest version. So let me show you which Scoop did I download. So they want to keep Scoop in user lib Scoop. So let me show you that. So I have put the Scoop in user lib and Scoop. And if I were to see readme, then it tells me which one did I use. So it says these are the compiling requirement. It never gave me which Scoop I'm using. At least I don't see it right now. But Scoop is used for SQL to Hadoop. We already know that. So this is the readme file. Uh, and I have the Scoop driver 1.4.7 and the Java JSON jar. These two files you need. So these are the two files that you need, and these files should be in the folder for the Scoop installation. If these files are not there, then we might eventually see an error. So we want to keep them in the Scoop folder. Okay, after that I exported these environment variables. I sourced the bash HRC. I added these two user local Hadoop to show Scoop where is my Hadoop. Hadoop common home, Hadoop MapReduce home. Now since I used the user local Hadoop, I had to make sure that it exists. So I'm going to do that. These are the connector files. So I'm going to say that these two files must be in Scoop folder. One is what I just copied, and the other would be this one. And the other would be this one. So I have these two files must be in the Scoop folder. Okay, after that, after I'm done with that, I added the environment variable, blah blah blah, and I followed the same installation link. In place of this Java connector 5.1.30, I have used a different one. So in place of that, I have used the latest one, which is I think 5.1.47. No, 5.1.46. This is the one that I used. So I'm going to copy this as well for you. And Java connector. This is the Java connector that I have used if you were to download it. And these files must be in the scoop folder. I might search them online if I don't find them. And that's it. And when I write scoop dash version, I'm able to see the scoop version. So when I write scoop.version, I see what it is. It says that I don't have the setup to run all of this, which I'm not very worried about. It says HBase home, hcat, zookeeper is not defined, but I'm not worried about that. The important thing is I get commit ID and compiled by, and that's it.